welcome back. You know, I was shopping the other day and I like to decorate for the holidays with the kids. The kids especially love to decorate for the holidays. So we like to put out a plate of cookies like a lot of families do, but I didn't want to just have any plate. So I went to the store and the other day I was looking for like a holiday platter of some sort, and I couldn't really find anything within my price range. I'm pretty cheap. I know I've told you that before. But anyways, so I went to Family Dollar and they had clear plates, and then I started thinking about my Modge Podge. So I'm gonna show you how I make a Christmas platter, holiday platter, whatever you wanna call it. So this right here is just a regular clear plastic platter. You can do this on plates, you can do it on cups, all kinds of things, and it doesn't need to be holiday related. But anyways, this was $1 at Family Dollar. And I had this Modge Podge laying around that I haven't really used yet. It's just been kind of sitting there. So this is Modge Podge, the matte version. So it's not gonna be as clear as some of the other ones. You can get the satin, and I'm not quite sure they have all different kinds. But this is anyways the matte version. So what you're gonna wanna do is take your platter, if that's what you're doing, and you're gonna wanna put a layer of the Modge Podge on top. I also have some napkins here. So this works really well. You can do Modge Podge with pictures, but I'm using napkins. You can use like tissue paper, things like that. If you do the pictures though, it has to be a certain kind of paper. So you might wanna start like at the beginner's course, doing something like this, or like tissue paper. So I have two different kinds. These were $1 a piece. For this platter, I'm gonna use the poinsettias though. And I really like this though, but I'm gonna do this with something else. You'll see. Not in this video though. You have to watch the next one. So anyways, the poinsettias is what we have here. And like I said, they were $1. You get a bunch of them, 20 of them in there. We just need one for this. So then you'll have leftovers, right? And you have to be stronger than the package. Must be stronger than the package. This isn't working out for me. Wow. Don't try this at home. It's not working either. There we go. That's a good bingo. Okay, so take your napkin. I lied. We're gonna use 2 because I wasn't too thrilled that it was only half. Only half the sheets. Okay, so use 2 pieces. If they're like that, I guess you won't know until you rip it apart. And what you're also gonna have to do is split your napkin in half. So there should be a couple of layers here. You're gonna wanna just rip apart. Go easy so you don't rip your design once you get to it. And I'm sure if you spent more than $1 on your package of, I would assume anyways, if you spent more than $1 on your package of napkins, that maybe the whole napkin would be printed. Not quite sure. But now you know. Okay, so we don't need this piece, the backing. You can get rid of that. You can fold it up and use it somewhere else if you want to. I probably will just throw it into my wood stove. Take your other napkin and rip it apart. Don't mind my dog in the background. She tends to do things like that all the time. So Luna, I don't know if you can see her back there. She is a German Rottweiler. She's pretty interesting sometimes. She's my baby. And then I have Mac. Mac is hanging out somewhere. Mac, you want to come say hi? There he is. There's Mr. McAdoo. Anyways, Mac, you know, I know you're here for look at the platter, but Mac is a dog that I rescued from it was an Amish gentleman that lives nearby. And I only talked to him one time for some work. And then go ahead, get down. He calls me up one day and he says to me, he's like, hey Lola, do you want that dog? Now at that point he was pretty young. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what he was talking about. And so I was like, I don't know. I really wasn't looking for another dog. I already had one, you know, single mom, 4 kids, 1 dog. It was plenty. We also have a cat. And so anyways, I had gone up to his house and I had looked at this dog. The last person, I'm not saying that they're all this way, but the last Amish person who asked me if I wanted their dog, so that if I didn't take the dog, that he was going to dispose of it. You know, it's not a very nice way. Let's just say that. So I felt obligated to take this dog, and I was thinking about finding him a home, bringing him to my house, give him a little bit of training, and finding him a new home. But here we are, 2 years later, just about 2 years. And he has some issues. He definitely has some issues, but he's a really good dog. He's very loving. So now that we have our tissue paper all separated out and looking nice, take your Modge Podge. Like I said, I've had this for a while. I honestly think I bought it at a yard sale. Some people don't realize what they have. So you're gonna just, first of all, before you start doing this, you're gonna want to clean your plate or whatever it is that you're using. Wash it really good and get the stickers off if you can. You can get the stickers off using like rubbing alcohol or some sort of like nail polish remover. And then when everything is nice and dry, use a glass cleaner to clean it off, to make sure that you get off your fingerprints and things like that. So you want to be fairly generous with this Modge Podge. What it is pretty much like a type of glue, but it dries nicely. So I have some wax paper down here because I really don't want to make a mess that I can't clean up very well. So be pretty generous with this. And this plate has some ridges on it, so I want to make sure to get inside all of those ridges so that everything stays. They also make like a dishwasher safe one. So this that I'm using here, you're not going to want to put this in the dishwasher because it's probably not going to hold up. But you should be able to, after a few coats, you should be able to at least hand wash it, but it's probably not going to last forever. But this is something good if you want to save a few bucks, if you have some Modge Podge laying around. If not, I would still suggest getting the Modge Podge because there's a lot of things that you can do with it, and I will post some more videos with the Modge Podge. Maybe I just like saying Modge Podge. Okay. So I think for the most part we're fairly coated. Hope everybody is enjoying the time that they have with their family. Life is so short. And if you are lucky enough to spend the holidays with your family, just enjoy every minute of it, because as you know, tomorrow's not promised for anybody. Okay, so there's that. So I am going to, so you gotta be a little careful with this, because once you lay it down, it's not really gonna wanna maneuver a whole lot. So find your like halfway point. And again, it is paper, so you just have to do the best that you can. You know, and it might not be perfect your first one, but it will still be cool. And you can do it with your kids. So it doesn't have to be your kids, it could be anybody's kids. I mean, you might want to ask first if you can borrow their kids. It's just a word of advice. So there's that. I have everything pushed down. you're gonna wanna go over it really quick with something. Let me just put this next one on since we have a half a napkin. Unbelievable. It's like false advertising, right? So this would probably work a lot better with, you know, a napkin with a full picture on it. But since we're already starting, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so now that that's on there, like I said, it doesn't have to be this. This is just me showing you how to do it. So you're gonna wanna, I have this little brush here, pretty much the same thing that I have to put the Modge Podge on, just to try to push out any of the wrinkles. And if it's just for you and your family, it's, I mean, even if it's not, I mean, I think somebody would think it was really cool to get it as a gift if you hand out cookies during the holidays, which I know a lot of you do. I'm sure of it. Nobody gives me cookies, I'm just saying. But if you like the wrinkles, then that's cool too. Gotta be a little bit easy with it because you don't want to rip it. As you know, it is just a napkin. Just make sure they're getting all your little ridges here. Now we're good to start cutting. If that's what you want to do, you can let it dry more. That's really up to you. I just would like to get rid of the excess. I'm not going to show you what it looks like yet. And don't worry, I know you're going to be like, wow, it's not very clear. You can't really see it. Once it's dry, it'll be a lot clearer. You know, and it's possible that you might save some money just going to get it at the store. But who doesn't like a good craft on a Monday night? Just saying. And then trim it up once it dries a little bit more. It was driving me crazy having those edges like that. Okay. So now you're gonna want to put, another coat of the Modge Podge on top of what you just did. So it seals everything in nicely. I allowed this to dry for quite some time, and at first it's gonna just look like a layer of white glue as if you put Elmer's glue on there, but as it dries more of a clear color. It's not gonna be completely clear because, again, we use the Modge Podge matte, and that's that right there, Modge Podge matte. But there is the satin, and it dries a lot more clear. But anyways, so this is the matte. So it's not gonna be crystal clear, but As you can see, it doesn't have that white film over the top. And ta-da! I don't know if you can see that without the glare. This is your tray with the white wax paper background. It's a little bit hard to see, but when I put a different background in there, you can start seeing through it a lot better. And I'll move this out of the way. And this is your tray. As you can see through it a lot better, but it has a really nice holiday design on it. And it didn't cost very much money. It's $1 for a tray at Family Dollar, and I had the Modge Podge, so that didn't cost me anything. I actually have a yard sale sticker on it. It cost me $1. And there you don't use as much as obviously is in the jar, so there's a lot left over there. And then the napkin, which it was 20 napkins for $1. So it really didn't cost very much money. And now I have a nice holiday plate. If you didn't cut off your edges before, you can go ahead and do so now. I have a couple of them that were left over, hanging off the edge. And this is not dishwasher safe. You can hand wash it, but you don't want to leave it soaking in the water. Or you can just, you know, dispose of it if that's what you decide to do. I, for one, do not just throw things away. I find new uses for them. If you want to maybe soak it and try a different design later on. But there you have it. A beautiful holiday tray. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video today, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. It all matters, it all helps. Believe it or not, it really does. Comment, anything like that. If there's a video, certain video you'd like to see, I can see about trying to make that happen. No guarantees though. Next week, I'm going to be making another, I don't know if it's gonna be next week or I might do 2 videos next week, we'll see. One with the Modge Podge again. I'm hoping to do a video on that or sometime in the near future at least. I'm also going to be doing a really quick ornament. I make ornaments with the kids every year. It's a tradition of ours, so they will like it. I'll like it. I really like doing stuff like that. I try to do things inside when the weather is not the greatest, but I'll be honest with you, this December, we've been really lucky. We haven't had a whole lot of snow. I mean, it really hasn't been too cold. So I actually still have a lot of work to do outside. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get the videos done in between. I still even have wood to cut outside, so that's always fun. I enjoy cutting wood. I just don't have a whole lot of time to get everything done. So it's kind of a struggle sometimes. Anyways, so I have that to do, and then I have a really awesome Christmas video gonna be coming out. So I'm gonna really try to get it to air on Christmas Day. Editing takes a really long time, but I'm going to try my hardest to do so. So it might not be until Christmas night, we'll see. I'm going somewhere special, and by sharing and subscribing to especially that video should help out, but that's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so it's kind of a secret until then. But it's really exciting. It's something that I'm really passionate about. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. And then after that, probably not until sometime in January, I will start working in my greenhouse. So please watch for those videos. My greenhouse hasn't been running in about 3 years. So it's gonna take a lot of work to get it up and going. And it should be interesting, to say the least. It really should be. Fingers crossed that things go well there, because it's gonna take a lot of physical labor, and I don't know if I can do it on my own. I might have to recruit some help, like 4 little munchkins and my mom. See how that goes. That should be interesting. But I really thank you for watching. Until next time, see you later.